Voice pitch and negotiation. If there's anything I find fascinating, it's how your voice works as a signal with your conversation partner. With all the research out there about how much your voice tone influences how your listener views you, I thought it's time to explore the impact of your speaking pitch. I'm Sarah, a speech pathologist and opera singer who helps you deliver high-performance communication. On this channel, the content pivots around powerful tips to help you leverage your communication more effectively. So if you like the sound of that, you should definitely subscribe. In today's episode of The Little Shot, I want to share some research on how much your voice pitch matters for competitive negotiation. So, before we begin, what is voice pitch? Your voice pitch is determined by how fast your voice muscle is vibrating when speaking or singing. The faster the frequency of vibration, the higher the sound perceived. The slower the frequency, the lower the sound perceived. We measure pitch in hertz. A typical male voice vibrates between 90 to 150 times per second, and for the average female, 160 to 240 times per second is how fast your voice is moving when you speak. So, when it comes to negotiation, what type of voice pitch pushes your needs forward more effectively? Some scientists speculate that your voice melody in persuasion has possibly even more impact than your message. Wow, let's stop there. Did you hear that? How you sound could bring the outcome home more than what you say. Overall, in public speaking, we know that if you use a higher speaking register, your audience will see you as more engaged and lively. Using more expression, which you can see as showing more pitch range as you speak, also correlates to people viewing you as charismatic and confident. But in negotiation, you do better to not show too much passion and emotional investment. So what voice effects can give you competitive advantage? One study by Niebuhr found that males and females who spoke with more pitch range, that capped at a lower maximum pitch though, were more likely to win a negotiation. They also found that the lower your voice drops, the more you can win no matter your gender. And females who speak at a higher pitch in negotiation with other females may win more. Males who speak at a lower average pitch with other males in negotiation are more successful, and sudden pitch changes will work against you. Some studies have even suggested that large pitch changes suggest too much openness and emotional connection. This may be because changing pitch erratically can be associated with perceptions of passion and expression, suggesting that appearing too expressive could make you look less persuasive in negotiation. Research has also found that finishing your negotiation with a low speaking pitch will help you win if you're male. Males who lifted their speaking pitch at the end of a negotiation won less concessions. The falling low voice is essential for traction if you're male. Now, I should mention that the bulk of this research came from a German study that was looking at speakers communicating with the same sex. However, even if this study was German, there is some relevance to English communication since English started as a West Germanic language, so some of the points made could actually apply for English intonation patterns. We also have several additional studies that back this one up in speculating that a lower pitch for males will add more vocal dominance and that in elections, males and females with a lower voice average are more likely to win. Obviously, the language you're speaking in and fine details like your conversation partner's communication style can mean that these aspects mentioned must be more nuanced in the moment. But it's good to consider now how well you use your voice pitch to express your needs when negotiating. Voice pitch and speaking melody is malleable if you know how to use your voice effectively. You might be wondering, how can you use a better voice when you're in negotiation? I always recommend that you know how to warm up your voice, have a solid sense of how the voice works and how to care for it, And definitely consider one-to-one voice training with a voice expert to get the science-based feedback you need for a clear and impactful personal voice tone. I hope that today's little shot has given you more scope to consider some of the key ingredients you need to be mindful of when using persuasive language. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and why not share it with your contacts? Don't ignore your voice impact. It can get you a long way. Thanks so much for watching. Ciao.
Enchanté.